This is paralysis. What'd you say it was?
Sleep paralysis.
Paralysis? No, it's sleep paralysis. I can't even pronounce it. Anyways, hi guys, welcome back to another video. So today, our sponsor, Lasfit Auto Lighting, actually gave us another one of their products to review. This time, instead of it being the fog lights, it's actually the low beam lights. So we are going to compare Lasfit's lights to the LEDs I have in my car right now, as well as the stock halogen bulbs that Honda does provide you when you buy your 10th gen Civic. However, this is the package it came with. I actually just opened it up, and don't mind the mess. The whole garage is a mess. The house is officially in escrow. We're actually selling the house, and yeah, so putting that aside, Lasfit, they sent us another product, so we're going to be reviewing the low beams. I haven't opened the package yet, so actually they sent out three stickers. They sent out 3 of their vinyl stickers. Thank you, Lasfit, for that. I'll definitely find a place to put it, and the other 2 will probably give away. They also come with a product manual, same thing as the fog lights, and they do have the low beams right here. So the stock halogen, obviously, it's not going to be the best. They're actually right here. I kept them as a safety in case the LEDs I'm rocking right now ever go out. These are stored in my trunk, so if I ever needed backup lights, I do have my backup lights. However, the LEDs I am running right now do suck. As you can see, you can barely see the light, even though it is daytime, but the daytime running light is actually brighter. And at night, what's actually keeping the road visible for me is actually the fog lights, because it is brighter than the LEDs I have on my low beams. They are $60 from Amazon, so I don't remember the brand, but they were $60. And the reason why I stuck with them is because I wanted them to match my daytime running lights, as well as the lights I have on my side skirts. So with that being said, we are going to go ahead and throw in the stock halogen bulbs. Go for a drive real quick somewhere it's really dark, obviously when the sunlight goes away. So we're going to drive with the stock halogen bulbs, and after driving around with the stock halogen, we're going to go throw in the LEDs I'm running right now, and after that we're going to show Lasfit's low beams LEDs and see how that performs compared to the halogen and the aftermarket LEDs I have right now. So it's starting to get darker, and I wanted to take out the LEDs that I was running now to put in the stock halogens back in so we could do the comparison and everything. However, I was looking at this. I just took it out right now, and if you look at it, it looks like it's already burnt out. I mean, it still produces light and everything, but it is, like, just look at it. The quality isn't good. The metal is starting to burn around it. The LEDs don't seem to be affected so far. All I know is this thing is starting to be bad. So good thing we took it out now. Just a side-by-side comparison. Here it is. And again, Lasfit, they only have 1 LED on each side of this panel. This one has literally 4. And if it's not as bright as Lasfit, I recommend you going with Lasfit, because again, this was $60, and I believe the price for this is $69.99. I'd have to double check for the pricing of it, but hopefully Lasfit proves us right. Alright, so these are the stock halogen bulbs. I'm already at the end of my street. I'm just driving around. It is a little bit yellow, but we're going to go to spots that are actually darker so you can actually see the range of the lights compared to the other LED and the other one. But here at this stop, as you see this house, this is where the stock halogen cuts off. I'm going to compare that with the other bulbs as well, but just as a reference and pointer, just to show the other distance of other lights. As we drive, that's the light that the stock halogen bulbs produce. And if I turn on the fog lights that Lasfit gave us, you can see that actually, and you can see the color difference, so that makes it even better for you to actually see. But with it off and then with it on, obviously that's the switchback color. But just in general, you get an idea how Lasfit fog lights work too. It shows you more of the outskirts of your car. That way when you're driving through a very dark road or even in the mountains, you can see much clearly than just your regular low beams. So we're at a spot that I really like to record at when it comes to light stuff, because it actually shows the range and it's much darker than other areas. We're driving like the main street or anything, So we're gonna be right here actually. So this is how far out the lights go. So you see there's the first house to my right, and then there's that. So again, it's not showing that yellowish amber hue to it, but we'll drive around a little bit longer so I could bust a U-turn and step outside of the vehicle. But that's pretty much the light distance you get with the stock halogen bulbs. So this is the same spot I always go to, with the spot I went to last time with the fog lights. I was here at the secret spot I like to go because it's completely dark and there's not much lights out. Stepping out the car, this is where my marker is. You can't even see it, but on the street there's a black part of a curb and then it goes to white, like that. So there's the white part of the curb, and I always be right next to the black part of the curb. Anyway, so here's the light production you get with the stock halogen. It cuts off a little bit like right there, and it goes a little bit more down from the middle from both the lights to the ends of the bushes. So there's the headlights and the fog lights. Fog lights make a huge difference with the visibility you have at night. Here you go again. Stock halogen, fog lights on. Now you can just see that with the fog lights, it's already producing a lot of light. So now imagine that with the low beam headlight. So now that you got a clip of the stock halogen bulb, we're gonna go back to the house. We're going to install the aftermarket LED that I had now, or had on previously, which again was $60 on Amazon. I'm gonna throw that on, show the difference from halogen to that one, and then from that one to Lasfit. So there you go. You get a gist of how it looks like. Let's go out of the thing. So that's how it looks like with the aftermarket LEDs. These aren't Lasfit yet, but you can see the cutoff is right around here, like so pretty much where the lamppost is at. That's where it cut off with these lights on. And we're gonna compare that with the Lasfit ones. But again, there you go. It doesn't go that far out like the stock halogen does. And even though you do readjust the headlights and aim them properly, it still doesn't even go far. So we're gonna start driving, go to the same spots we went to with the stock halogen bulbs. So same thing like I did with the halogens. I'm gonna show you right here on this street. It looks like there's actually a car right there, so that's fine. Let's go back in first here. So it doesn't even go that far compared to the stock halogens. Literally, it doesn't go out far at all. It's literally like there's just a box in front of you, and that's how far the light goes. So you can see that even though these were $60 LEDs, they weren't necessarily the best. But you get an idea of how these LEDs do. Now we're going to turn on the fog lights. The fog lights is actually what gives me more visibility on the road with these lights on. So here's the fog lights off, on. You can see that even the fog lights from the Lasfit are just way brighter in general compared to the LEDs that I have on the car right now. And again, here's it off and on. You get more visibility with the lights. I personally like to rock the yellow because for me, it looks like it shows more of the road, but I could be wrong because it's the same LED, just different color. One's 3K lumens, the other is 6K lumens, so that's that. But yep, that's why I don't like these LEDs right here. So back to my secret spot. Again, you just see this little square with the light that it produces. But we're gonna go back to that first house that it was at, which is right here. Now look at the light you get with the LEDs that are from Amazon. So we can take out the car. There you go. Doesn't even want to go towards that post light over there. So now we're gonna go bust that U-turn, line up with that black part of the curb, and then go from an outside perspective. Alright, being lined up again with the curb, this is what you get. Point of view of the inside of the cabin. Looking at the light, it's not even brighter than the stock halogens. It's actually just a brighter color. Let me rephrase that. It's just a shade lighter. Instead of it being yellow, it's more of a white, but it doesn't go as far out as the stock halogen goes. So there's that, and then we're gonna put on fog lights to show you the Lasfit fog lights with these LEDs. There you go. Look how much brighter it is. Fog lights, again, compared to the low beams LED from Amazon, the low beams are way, or the fog lights are way brighter than the low beams. Again, the yellow. You can just see that it's way better. Again, that's with the Amazon LEDs that I got for $60. That's the light production you get, visibility at night you get. Doesn't even want to reach that sign right there, the yellow sign you see, reflectors. So I'm going to go ahead and take pictures so I can compare them later on as well, and you'll see the difference with Lasfit's. Alright, so here we are with Lasfit's LEDs, the low beams. They are already actually brighter than the LEDs and the halogen. They are reaching the window of the house in front of us, and I'm going to show you an outside perspective as well. So that's how it looks on the outside, and instead of it cutting off like a block like the previous LEDs were, they actually go full range. So that's a really good thing. So now we're going to drive to the same spots we've been to, compare it to the other results, and go from there. So same part of the neighborhood, we're going to make this bright right here and compare it to the LEDs that we had and the halogens. So the LEDs, you actually see it going all the way to the stop sign. Compared to the previous LEDs, the Lasfit go full extension. Again, it's not just a cube that just cuts off right in front of you. There's a full range of depth and field with this LEDs compared to the halogen and the other halogen and the other LEDs. The Lasfit low beams on and the fog lights on. So I don't know if you can tell the difference, but we'll do it again. Actually, we'll keep it on the yellow because you can see where the extra light production comes in with the low beams. So as you can see, the yellow part, that's outwards towards the vehicle, so you get more depth of view, especially on your side areas with the light on. And we're gonna turn it off and turn on the regular one. So yeah, you can still see that even with the 6,000 lumens of the fog lights. And it blends in good with the low beams, so that's good. Alright, so we're back at the spot. We're gonna park next to that first house and get that depth of field view with the lights and see the difference in the light output compared to other lights that we just did. At the first house, you can actually see that it is going slightly beyond that first lamppost. So outside, I don't know if you can catch on camera, but it is going beyond the first light post, and the previous LEDs didn't even want to do that. I don't remember if it cut off exactly at the light post, but I remember it wanting to go past the light post. But there's that, so we're going to go ahead and go on the opposite side of the street into the left side and make a U-turn and compare the lighting from there. So the inside cabinet, I don't know if you can see, but the light is protruding through the fence as well as the yellow reflective sign. So we're going to take a step outside the vehicle and get a point of view on the outside and see how much brighter it is. So these are the Lasfit LEDs. You get and again, it doesn't just cut off right in front of you like the previous one would cut off, like I want to say like right around here, just straight across like a block or a square that's right in front of you. So I am satisfied with the light. The camera can't pick up it's going beyond the fence into the tree, unfortunately, but again, that's due to the lighting, it being dark outside. And there you go. So that's with the fog lights on. As you can see, it literally makes it go outwards, so you get more depth of field to your left and right. With it off, you don't really see much of it. And that's going to be yellow. And as you can see the difference more with the yellow, and see where the light actually produces with the yellow, because with the white, it doesn't show where it exactly cuts off from the low beams. So I like to compare it with the yellow. There you go. You know, you get a way wider view, or not wider, but a lengthier view. It goes deeper with these fog lights, or with these LEDs compared to other lights. Again, you can't really see, but it is going past the fence, and you can see that tree right where my finger is, but on camera it's not going to pick that up, of course. But there you go. There's the fog lights and the low beams. The low beams are really bright, and I like the low beams. Again, we're going to turn off the fog lights and just show the low beams in general to see the light production it actually gives you and provides at night. So there you go. Again, and one thing I really like about it, they sent me the 6K, so it literally matches up with the daytime running lights as well as the regular fog lights. That's pretty cool if you ask me. Guys, that's gonna wrap it up for today's video. Again, I want to say thank you to Lasfit for sponsoring us and the channel, as well as providing products for us to review. Again, it is way better than the stock halogen bulbs, as well as the aftermarket LEDs we got from Amazon. And the price I got the LEDs on Amazon was like $60 something, including tax and shipping. So it was like 60 something total out the door. But with Lasfit, it's $69.99. before tax. So why settle for something $60 something on Amazon when you can get something that's way better quality, way better light output, and just in general a really good product compared to the other competitors out in the market from eBay, Amazon, online in general. Again, if you're interested in any of Lasfit's product, whether it be low beams, high beams, signals, fog lights, brake lights, reverse lights, floor mats even, they have that, or interior lights, whatever you need from Lasfit, go ahead and click the link down in my description. Use code Mvrkvlg for 10% off any of your products you order. It's not a one-time code use, so if you want to order multiple lights throughout the year for your friends, family, buy them as a gift, you can always use the code Mvrkvlg. Again, the code will be down in the description. The product link will be down in the description. I hope you guys enjoy this video and the comparison between other LEDs and the stock halogen bulbs that Honda does provide you. I am satisfied with the product. One thing I really can't go over still is the fog lights. Like, that's probably my favorite one compared to the low beams, mainly because it's a switchback. So it's 6,000 lumens and it goes to 3,000 lumens in the matter of just turning it off and turning it back on. And on top of that, it's like really bright, and you can change the color from white to yellow, especially the fact that you don't have to get those tints that a lot of 10th gen owners do. They get those fog light tints to cover up those fog lights to make it look yellow, even though the bulb might be halogen. The stock bulbs essentially, or LEDs, you never know what they have under there. But again, thank you guys for watching this video. If you guys haven't already, hit that subscribe button, like this video if you guys enjoyed it, comment down below if you guys tried any of Lasfit's product and if you guys enjoy them yourself. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram. I'm more active on Instagram than I am on YouTube because I don't really have that much time to produce any more content. On top of that, I'm still on a budget due to the COVID crisis going on. You know, I'm working different jobs than my regular job that I would be working due to us being closed down due to COVID. So if you guys want to keep updated with anything that I do, anything I provide, any content, pictures, follow me on Instagram at Mvrkvlg. Thank you guys again for watching. Hope you guys enjoy this video. Till next time.